They just need a button. They need a button. It's not hard. All right, well, send him back in. You all,
No.
yeah,
There he
Joe,
is.
just send him back in. Hello, Jonathan.
Hello. How are things?
Oh, things are great. How are things for you, friend?
Really great.
Anytime, bud. I will tell you what to do anytime. Silence on that one. Oh, we're gonna get zoned in now. That's what we're doing. All right. Okay. All right, you guys go ahead and get set, and you can start whenever you're ready. We're gonna go all the way through before we start breaking down some critiques.
Wow. Sure has been a while.
Hi there. It's nice to see you.
You haven't changed one bit.
Oh, stop it. Of course I have.
No, really. It's like you're exactly the same.
Um, excuse me. What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. I simply meant that you're just the same as I remember you.
Well, thank you. I think.
Can I ask you a question?
Depends on what you're asking, I suppose.
Do you remember it?
I'm sorry, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, come on. You remember?
I prefer to look ahead, not behind.
Ah, that's the mind I remember.
Like I said before, those days are long behind me. I have an entire new life now.
Of course. Of course. I'm sorry to be so nosy. Stuck in the past, I guess.
We all live there sometimes. We're human.
Do you ever think about going back?
Every now and then I do, but then I really think about it, and I don't think I ever could go back.
Why not?
Don't play that card. You know why.
I'm really glad you showed up tonight. I didn't think I'd ever see you again.
Me neither, but here we are.
So, why did you come tonight?
Why did you?
Scene. Okay, guys. Hey. All right, let's break down some moments here. I know we started to make some changes this week as far as it being a virtual class gathering. So tell me about that. Did you guys get to rehearse that? Talk about that?
We did rehearse it. Um, we just we liked the idea that you presented about me maybe like accepting the call before other people were on and like keeping the embarrassment to myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we also discussed how I should like I don't know, Jonathan was talking about how he feels like he wanted to play around with my character being more flirty, and I really liked that take. So I tried.
Love it. Jonathan?
Yeah, I tried to be a little bit more awkward
Okay.
because obviously she doesn't know that I'm there. So I was like, let me try to be a little bit more awkward, a little bit more kind of stalkerish in a way, but not
Stalker,
really.
just a little stalkerish, like not too stalkerish, just like a slight amount of stalker. Okay,
Yeah.
good. So I noticed both of those things. So what it did was it made it so much more comfortable and approachable when we did that. So where we got stuck was, and we talked a little bit about this last week, so I want to work a couple moments before we move to the next scene, is we got stuck in a pattern of doing some of the same stuff, okay? And I want us to continue to shake it up. So that being said, our listening this time was way better, and we slowed way down, which is exactly
Yeah.
what we talked about. Go ahead, Jenna.
Oh yeah, I feel like that's my biggest struggle with this so far is I want it to be able to move somewhere, but I don't know how to make that happen yet.
Okay, tell me about where you're thinking about moving it. What's your gut and your mind telling you?
I feel like when they get to the more like playful part, like when they get beyond the awkward introduction. Sorry.
Okay, great. I agree. So, what about line is that? We're gonna take it from there. We're gonna work a couple moments and see if we can spark some of that.
I think it's from. Well, I think it's from "Can I ask you something?"
Okay.
But
good.
Okay.
Let's take it from there, okay? And I'm just gonna stop and go, work some moments. Jonathan, I'm gonna work on changing some of your inflection and just your energy to keep shaking it up, okay? So let's take it back to that line and we'll start from there.
Can I ask you something?
depends on what you're asking.
Good. Let's go back. Soften even more, Jonathan. This is asking a girl for the very first time out on a date. That like, I need you to get the butterflies going in your stomach. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Let's start again from that line.
Can I ask you something?
Depends on what you're asking, I suppose.
Do you remember it?
I'm sorry, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, come on. You remember.
Good. Lean in a little bit, Jonathan. Lean in on that line. Lean into her, yeah. Like it's a secret and you know she knows the answer.
Oh, come on. You remember.
Good. One more time. That was awesome. I want the audience to be able to see that. Let's go again. Right from there. That was great.
Oh, come on. You remember.
I prefer to look ahead, not behind.
Back up a little. Back up a little, Jonathan. Good, good. Yeah, back up when you say that.
There's the mind I remember.
Okay,
Like
good.
I said
Now
before,
take that back, Jonathan. That was awesome. So that's a fail, right? That's I threw something out there. It didn't work out. So you say something to cover it up. You be sweet, but it's sort of like he backs up and it's like, that's the girl I remember kind of deal. Like, so go nice and slow, sort of back it up, try to hide it, but that's a definite fail. That's a definite like, hey, so like, I'd love to hang out sometime. And she's like, maybe. Okay. So let's take it from the lean in. That was awesome. That's good. We're starting to shake it up here. Can you feel it, Jenna?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, let's take it from that question.
Can I ask you something?
Depends on what you're asking, I suppose.
Look around. Think about it, Jonathan.
Do you remember it?
I'm sorry, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, come on. You remember.
Like I said before, those days. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm
It's
sorry,
all right.
Jonathan.
So we got thrown offline there, but here's the thing. That was starting to shake up the energy.
Yeah.
So what did we do? So if we take this to future scenes, future classes, what changed? What happened? What did we do?
I just feel like there's a little bit more, just, I don't know if intimacy is the right word. I guess so, because this conversation shifted to more like a memory that they share.
Okay, good. So jumping over to Jonathan, how did we do that? What did we do?
By me leaning in, I think I got more natural with the conversation, more like I'm actually in the conversation trying to get her to respond to me instead of getting backed away from the conversation.
100%. So for the class, for you guys moving forward, it was a subtle change of him just starting to lean in because he had a purpose for speaking on this and realizing that it didn't work. So then leaning back out. And that's where Matt introduced those angles because they have the power to affect the audience and the other person and enhance us telling them what we're feeling. So that's what happened there. The voice changed, the physicality changed, all of it. So it was one small choice, Jonathan, that changed your voice and your emotion. So realize moving forward in this scene and any scene, you got to find that all throughout. So if you get stuck in one spot and right here, no matter what ends up happening, we're going to lose interest there.
Right.
And that's what happened. This just sort of, it was still good, but it was staying stagnant. It was staying sort of in this one spot. And because there was no movement or change in the emotions in that way, we got bored.
Yeah.
Okay. So good. So remember this, apply this to future scenes. That's so awesome. And I look forward to seeing what it does to this.
Yeah.
Okay. Good
Thank
job,
you.
guys. All right. Next, we'll be moving into our very first virtual and in-person scene with Dakota and Shay. The screen's coming up. This is an exciting moment. Dakota's wearing a tie, which is always great. Once we got that, Joe, we'll run a test on that and just make sure everything is good.
I was about to be like, all right, man, get up.
Alrighty. Go ahead and test for me.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Hi, my name is Shay Elise Topol.
Can we rewind? Can we get a test in character, full volume as you would, Dakota?
Hi, Sheila.
Hi, Norman.
Hi, Sheila.
Hi, Norman.
Hi, Sheila. My name is Norman Bolonsky. Welcome to my home. Won't you take a seat?
Is that good, Joe? Yep, sounds good. All right. Are we all set up there?
Good to go.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Let's get into character, get in the zone. Let's get a big round of applause for Dakota and Shay performing a scene from Boys Next Door. Woo!
Hi, Sheila.
Hi, Norman.
Hi, Sheila.
Hi, Norman.
Hi, Sheila. My name is Norman Bolonsky. Welcome to my home. Won't you take a seat?
Your home is nice, Norman. Real cozy.
It used to be better when we had those little rugs. Arnold's got them hid.
Arnold. He's not here, is he?
Oh boy, that's all we need. Oh boy.
Arnold.
Oh boy. Can I manage your coat?
I don't have one.
Oh boy.
I got to go at 9. The bus comes then. It's 7:30 now.
See this thing? It's a timer. It times things. Eggs and things. I'll just set it, and then you won't be late.
It's 7:30 now. I gotta leave at 9.
All I have to do is set it on the 9. See? Don't worry. This works like a butler or somebody. My name is Norman Bolonsky. Won't you take a seat?
I got these for you. I picked them.
They're pretty. You're welcome very much. Thank you.
I picked them in that lot near the Getty station. You know that lot?
Getty gas. That's good gas. Would you please like a donut?
You got a jar, something to put them in?
I got them on plates and piles, see? They won't fit in a jar.
Oh, gee, Norman, you're silly. I mean the flowers.
The flowers, oh boy, I thought you wanted a jar for the donuts. Oh boy, I'm sure silly. You ain't kidding. Oh boy.
I gotta leave at 9. The bus comes then.
Maybe I'll have a donut then. Thank you. They call this one honey dip. But you know what? It's not real honey. I told Arnold that and he said we should pick it.
Maybe you should put those in a jar or something.
I'll get a jar or something.
Your home is real nice, Norman. Real cozy. We don't have stuff up on the wall in our home. We used to, but Helen with the tick eats paper sometimes. It's awful.
No boy, you bet.
She ate a picture of God one day. God and his friends eating. She just ate it.
God? She ate a picture of God? Oh boy.
One time, Helen ate a roll of toilet paper.
Do you want to see the bathroom? We got a nice bathroom.
No, thank you. I went before.
We got swans in there.
Your home is nice, Norman. Really cozy.
We used to have this poster with kitties on it, but Jack said it was too baby. And scene.
Okay.
He was supposed to sit on the flowers, and I had to put the flowers there.
That's okay.
That's how that happened.
Well,
That's how that happened.
Yeah.
I mean,
It also happened because I wasn't sure that that was the end. So now I know. We've been stopping and going throughout. We actually hadn't got to that point yet.
Yeah.
yeah.
So let's talk about it, guys. It felt totally different.
Yes.
It felt totally different. The chemistry was there. The energy was there. So let's talk about it.
I think it felt the best that we've ever felt.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Like,
Just energy-wise and fun and
being able to move around
right.
on a stage is just so, like today we did a lot of the blocking today and it was just like, at first it was terrible.
Yeah, total failure. It's like we couldn't figure out how to be back on the stage, you know?
And then just after a little bit, it just clicked in and it's just like locked in now. So it feels really good to be back.
That's awesome. I love what you said there about like, because before, you know, the stage was so normal,
Right.
right? The stage is like, okay, cool, let's jump on and let's grab that, and it's totally different now. It's like you come back and you had to, just like we did in the beginning, readapt to
Yes.
being on stage, and you guys did that so well.
Thank you.
Like, I want to go beyond the stage here and beyond the blocking, because obviously it helps. Obviously it's different when we're in person with someone, we get to feed off of them. But both of you made a choice today. And that's what I want you to realize. You both made a choice to go completely head first into your character, into the energy, and you completely fed off of the other person. Like, you both attacked the stage today. Attacked it. So regardless of whether it was virtual or online, by doing that, that's what created this energy.
Right.
That's what created our ability to be able to do what you just did today. And so I'll break down and we'll work a couple moments, but this was fantastic. I mean,
Thank you.
truly, truly fantastic. And I'm just excited to see you continue to progress this and help you with that as we get ready for next masterclass, because this is going to be so amazing, and you both are going to impact a lot of people by doing this performance.
I think it was so interesting because today me and Dakota were sitting here on our made up couch, and you know, we have all this vision of how we'll really set the stage when we do this in person for masterclass, and this is very basic. But you know, we were both sitting here like head in our hands, like this is a nightmare, like this is a failure. And because the day that we had our first rehearsal in here was the 2 days before the shutdown. So we never got to come back, you know, and revisit this. So even though we've had this scene for so many months or whatever, or for 2 or 3 months, it's just different. And I said to him, I said, I think what's missing is we haven't figured out how these characters act in a situation together because we've been apart. So that it just wasn't clicking, but I felt like at least a little bit we got some heightened energy that we can work off of. So
Totally, 100%.
And it is so much easier. I know you've been talking about it too, a lot for improv, but it's, oh, that's what's ticking. Okay.
the egg timer.
Something's moving. Something's ticking. But it's so much easier to connect now.
Right.
Like honestly, it's so much easier. So, and that's what really helps, because then you could just feed off each other's energy, and it just helps so much.
But that being said, we wouldn't have been able to do what we did today if we hadn't had created so much of a connection virtually beforehand.
100%. And the things we've been working on translated completely. So like example, last week, Shay, we really worked that moment with
The time?
with what?
Was it the time?
The time, and then also with what's his name?
Oh, Arnold.
Arnold.
Right.
And how frustrated you were with Arnold. That honesty, for example, that doesn't change here or online. And because we worked that, that was so much better.
Sure.
So much better. And then when you get in person and you have that extra connection, it's just heightened. So what it's done for both of you is you worked moments that honestly necessarily we didn't dive into as much usually before this. And now you're taking all that work you already did at home, all that connection stuff, all that blocking stuff, and reapplying it in this new setting, which is awesome.
Thanks.
I don't know if you were looking at me for something.
And,
Cool.
and another thing to build off of on too, I know you said last week for us that the timing was off.
Yes.
That the timing in the scene was off, and I do think now that that was just largely a connection issue. Like I think that because of how not great my internet is, and just my phone in general. Shay could tell you we recorded our scene today and it looked amazing.
We did
but
record
like,
it.
But like over Zoom and stuff like that, there is a delay, so it's hard to get the timing right on a lot of things without feeling like you're feeling unnatural to make it natural and cutting off each other to make it seem natural to everyone else if you have to deal with a lot of lag.
All right, and you're done talking, okay.
Apparently, sorry.
No, and you know what? That's so funny that that went off too, because that's also, I forgot, I had even told you guys to break it down to 5, right? 5
Yeah.
to like hit that. And so like, I was waiting for the timer. I was like sitting around, I was like, when's
Oh,
this thing
we
gonna go?
can't wait to wait for that.
Oh my god.
It's gonna be awesome. Okay, great. Let's go from the top. We'll just work a couple quick moments, just a teeny bit, and then jump to the next scene.
Okay.
Awesome.
Cool. Oh, Shay.
Yeah, sorry, that
Pull
was.
them into.
It kept falling,
Oh,
so
you're
I
good.
had to.
Oh,
put
the
on
next
table.
two?
It happens. I'm just like, well.
I'm gonna wait for
I
you.
have
I'm gonna wait
1,
till you get all the
2,
way over to open
3.
the door. That was my
No, you're good again.
3 more
I
after
No,
this?
just that flowers part. I was just like, well, gotta end it
was on
there.
you.
I was like, oh no.
Yeah, so there's V and
They're
Q.
on
That
the
ball,
ta-
Andrea
I
and
put that
Brooke
ball in your
making-
court instead.
Oh no, they're
Okay,
on the table.
Cool. I'll have you just do this. I guess time-wise, we'll actually end up cutting it here. My apologies, I didn't know that we were right there on time.
That's okay.
No worries.
So,
man.
so come back down really quick, because you guys are the first one to ever test this.
Sure.
We talked a little bit on this. So, as we move forward, I want you guys, as an exercise, to think back to all the things in the online format, all the discoveries you made, all the discoveries about the scene, about the character connections. Because again, there's been a lot of changes coming into the in person that have moved that to, again, build that connection, make it even better. But I think we made a lot of discoveries in the past few weeks. So my homework to you before you go into next week, aside from continuing to rehearse 2 weeks from now, aside from continuing to rehearse, would be find all of those cool discoveries you made online at home and see, how do I take that and now adapt those really cool moments to the stage?
I love
How
that.
do I bring them in here? So that's my homework to you. Again, really good job today, guys. You had me laughing continuously throughout this scene. Very good work. Thank you, man. Thank you. Woo. All right, Joey's getting that next scene ready already. Yep, you can just look to your right till the projector's on and on. Awesome. Okay. Go ahead. I'll give him you can start. Give me 1 sec. I can't hear them from here, right? Can I hear them? Yeah, you can still hear them. Oh, okay, great. All right. Cool, guys. So go ahead and get started whenever you're ready. Get yourself into character, into zone. Go all the way through, and then we'll stop it after there. We can't hear Kimberly. You got to unmute yourself, Kim. You've got your own power. We've given you power. Hello? Wait for the round of applause. I can't hear them, Joe. Oh. One second, guys. Go ahead and give me a sound test, Kim.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Okay, and B.
Can you hear me?
I sure can. I can hear both of you. So go ahead and zone in and begin when you're ready.
What's up?
Well, shit.
Shh. What are we supposed to do now?
I don't know. You're the one with the ideas.
I don't have ideas. I have revelations.
You got any now that may be useful?
Not that come to mind, no.
Great.
So you go first?
Well, I don't want to, but I have to now.
Is that the best idea you can come up with?
At this moment, yes. Yes.
Really something.
What's that supposed to mean?
Shh. You know what it means.
We already did it with this one, didn't we?
Yep.
Okay. Then you go first?
I can't go first. You have to go first.
But you said you would. You go first, then I go. Remember?
Not anymore. And forgive me for not jumping aboard your half-baked ideas.
Hey, we're in this together. No matter what.
Okay, fine. You go down, I go down.
Okay. Then you go down first and I'll go down like we planned.
That's not the plan.
Shh, we're getting off track.
All right. You take this one, I'll take the next one.
Scene. Okay. Awesome, girls. All right, so let's break this down now. Go into a couple moments. First off, how did it feel? I know we changed up some stuff last week.
Yeah, I feel like it felt pretty good.
B?
Yeah.
I work on my ideas.
Okay, good. So our big thing last week was energy, right? On recreating that. So I felt like we still didn't quite bring that, okay? So I want to do an exercise with you guys, kind of building on last week's exercise even. I want you to go 150%. I want you to go, just as an exercise, bigger than you would ever go on every single choice, okay? This is an exploration take. This is to just keep figuring stuff out, and then we're going to use that to go into another, okay? So literally everything, be like, if you're panicking, I want you to think like bad acting, okay? I want you both to be bad actresses right now for me, just purely to make some discoveries, okay? All right, whenever you're ready.
Well, what's up?
Well, shit!
What are we supposed to do now?
You're the one with the ideas.
Ideas. I have revelations.
You got any now that may be useful?
Not that I can think of now.
Great.
So you go first?
Well, I don't want to, but I have to now.
Is that the best idea you can come up with?
Keep shaking it up.
This one, yes, yes.
Wow, you're really something.
What's that supposed to mean?
Shake it up, Kim.
You know what it means.
We already did it with this one, didn't we?
Yup.
Then you go first?
I can't go first. You have to go first.
You said you would. You go first, then I go, remember?
Not anymore. And forgive me for not jumping aboard your half-baked idea.
Hey, we're in this together. No matter what.
Fine. You go down, I go down.
Okay. Then you go down first and I'll go down like we planned.
Not the plan!
Okay, good. I'm going to stop it there. Awesome. Okay. Total energy shift. Could you feel it?
Yeah.
So, again, some of these moments aren't going to fit because they're big and they're out there, right? But actually, a lot of them would. A lot of these moments that you guys created here felt very natural to me because of the seriousness of the situation that we're in. So I think before, Kim, you were getting stuck in the I don't care zone. And I know that she is the one at home and there's this like sort of like, well, technically you're in the struggle point. V's the one who's going to get in trouble and all this is happening and you're upset at her. You're safe technically, but still you guys planned this together. You thought about all this together and somehow a miscommunication happened, but you're both in this as a team. So now as that happens, if she's panicking and you feed off of her panic and we keep exploring some of that, A, it's more entertaining to us, and B, you as a character are exploring different notes throughout. Like there were some moments, Kim, where you came right in the camera that were just like, that were making V more upset and more freaked out. And the more freaked out she got, the more that you started to go do something else. And literally you picked up the gun in a way that you've never even done before. That freaked me out. And so that's that idea of like, as actors, we have to find ways to continue to shake it up and to build this. And if it feels stagnant, it probably is. So then we go, all right, what do we need to do? How do we dive into our characters to change this? So I want to go back because now I love it. But now we need to keep the same energy, but go slow enough and have enough diction that we don't lose each other. Okay? So let's start again from the top.
Oh, what's up?
Well, shit.
Okay, good. Pause really quick. We're going to start that again. I love it. Can we switch to them, Joe? Yep. Awesome. All right, start again.
Oh, what's up?
Okay, good. I'm going to try a cool moment here. You ready, Kim?
Huh?
All right. You are going to hit the stop video button on your, are you on phone or a computer?
On a computer.
Okay, where it's set, where the little camera is in the bottom.
Okay.
You're gonna hit stop video, and when you're ready, you'll hear us. You'll hit start video. That's like you answering the call. V, when that happens, notice it. That's her answering. That's when you'll have that moment, and then it will be more genuine that you'll notice she's not where she's supposed to be. Okay, let's try that.
Okay. What's up?
Well, shit.
Shh. What are we supposed to do now?
I don't know. You're the one with the ideas.
I don't have ideas. I have revelations.
You got any now that may be useful?
Now that come to mind, no.
Okay, good. That was better with the beginning, but we lost the fire. Did you feel it? Okay, go back from the answering of the call. This is panic. V, you are at the bank. Okay, good.
What's up?
Well, shit.
Shh. What are we supposed to do now?
I don't know. You're the one with the ideas.
I don't have ideas. I have revelations.
You got any now that may be useful?
Not that come to mind, no.
Great.
So you go first.
Well, I don't want to, but I have to now.
Is that the best idea you can come up with?
At this moment, yes.
Wow, you're really something.
What's that supposed to mean?
You know what it means.
We really did it with this one, didn't we?
Yep.
Okay, then you go first.
I can't go first. You have to go first.
You said you would. You go first, then I go, remember?
Not anymore. And forgive me for not jumping aboard your half-baked idea.
Hey,
Okay,
we're
good,
in this
good,
together,
good.
no matter what.
Okay, better. So, great work, girls. So, this is the idea that when we add a purpose behind it, there's so much more energy and intention. So, as we go forward, Kim, if this is the scene we go forward with, or in any other scene, you want to realize what are the stakes here. And so they're especially high for V because she's there, right? But again, we plan this together. We're doing this together. And based on what I get out of the script, you're still going to do it. Is that right, Kim?
Well, yeah, at the end, it's like she decides to do this one. I'm going to be doing a different one.
No, I mean,
So
so inside of the scene, you are going to still do this, right? The bank thing?
Yeah, we do kind of separate, though, actually, at the end.
But
I will be
all the way
doing a
up to
bank
there,
robbery, yes.
Right? All the way up to there. You're
Yeah.
planning on going, and you're still going to be a part of it.
Yeah.
So because that's the case, you are now on a timeline. And that's what I want everyone to realize. And every scene should have some form of this. The last scene with Dakota and Shay was a great example of this. They had a timeline. She had to leave at a certain time. She had to go home. It was like, I got to get to the bus at this time. So she knows I have this amount of time to have this conversation. Well, once you realize you're not there, even though there's that line about like your ideas and stuff, you should frantically, Kim, be working to get there to help her. Now, she's still going to be there first. She's still going to take the heat. But you want to go get there. And then that way, I think that's going to help fuel a lot of those lines, especially like the one about the idea, like not right now, like now all of a sudden you have a reason to come back in with the book. Okay? So it's all about realizing, all right, where is my character's timeline here? Is it I got to get this done in this amount of time, or this happens? Like, what are the stakes, and what is my timeline around those stakes? Okay? All right, good job, girls. You have taken this so far, and I'm so very proud of you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right.
Alrighty, next up, we've got Andrea and Brooke.
Andrea and Brooke.
Alright.
Brooke, you are vertical, so let's switch it.
I put Brooke in the waiting room, Brian. Sorry.
No problem. Brooke will be bringing you right back in.
Oh my gosh, did I? Zoom changes the people, and it drives me nuts.
It's all right, dog. It is. It's annoying.
He did that on purpose, didn't he?
You know, Brooke, maybe. Just kidding. I think Joey just really was craving some captain time, so maybe later you could make that happen. That's probably what was really going on. Is he saw, hey, captain's not in here. This really isn't a purpose to stay here. All right. Okay, so we're both in. Take your time, zone in. You can start whenever you're ready.
Okay, hold on. Okay. So, what do you think?
Hold on one sec. Take a pause. I lost your volume, Andrea, so we're going to start again. So just say hi real quick so I know we have you.
Hi.
Okay, start again.
So, what do you think?
We're good.
I think it's great. Really, really great.
I'm serious. What do you really think? I want your honest opinion.
Honestly, I don't really know what I'm looking at.
It's not supposed to be something you look at. It's something that you know.
What?
Oh, come on. Something that you...
Okay, yeah, I'm lost. I have no idea what you're talking about.
You've got a lot of nerve.
I'm sorry, I really am. It's not that I'm trying to offend you or anything. I'm just
I guess I just need you to tell me what I'm supposed to say or do or feel or whatever.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. You never listen to me.
Okay, fine. I'm here. I'm listening. Let's just try it again.
Look at it. Not too hard. Just focus in on one part and you know.
No, I don't know.
You're not even pretending to try.
Look, I don't know how to.
You should just go.
You go. I'm not going.
Okay, could you just try one more time, please? I promise I'll stay out of it.
Okay, fine. Just like give me a minute to, you know.
Okay, do you see it?
Yeah, I sure do.
Hand scene. Okay, great. Okay, got some cool moments to work. First, Brooke, your listening, your facial reactions were so good. So good. So on the top, that first line where she's listening in and she doesn't get it, literally, yeah. I want you to watch back at what your face did. Because it was so, like, literally you were like... and it wasn't overdoing it. It wasn't like trying to show us. Honestly, your thought life was sort of like, seriously. And it's a great example. We've talked about this a lot in class. If you have the thoughts, your body will react.
Yeah.
Your face will do what it does if you're actually thinking. And so I want to create even more moments like that throughout this piece. So the idea is she's not holding the baby. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. How are you feeling about that, Andrea?
We talked about this earlier and we kind of changed my character's motives. It was a lot less like, I don't like kids, and a lot more like, this is my best friend and this is her kid and I don't want to be the one that drops her kid. Like, okay. I don't want to be the person who's responsible for that.
I love that choice. I love that. And I'm glad because what that totally played into this week, it didn't feel as weird to me. Like,
right.
Obviously before we were having that struggle, well, you found something. So now I just want to work some blocking things that are going to make that, I think, even better. Okay. And might totally fail. So let me just throw that out there. Okay. Let's start again from the top. I want to try something, Brooke. Is there a place in the room where you could go put your pretend baby out of frame as if they were like in a crib?
Like, would you have to see it or just
no,
bring it out?
No, I would
not
have to see it. I would not have to see it. You would just imagine in your mind that the baby was in a crib.
Yeah, I could put it on my chair.
That's where babies go. Perfect.
Yeah. Well, you know. Okay. So do you want me to just like go and grab it then when I'm first starting?
So what I want to do, start me off with that first line, just connecting to her and imagining you're referencing the baby that's there. Okay. And okay. I don't know what it looks like yet. So I just want to hear the lines and see how to help you find it.
Okay. So what do you think?
I think it's great. Really, really great.
I'm serious. I really want your honest opinion.
Honestly, I don't really know what I'm looking at.
Okay, great. So up to that point, okay, you haven't shown the baby? Let me just try this. Because what's weird is, like, I don't know what I'm looking at. And you brought this up 2 weeks ago. It's weird because it is a baby. It's like, well, duh, it's a baby that I'm looking at. However, if the baby's sort of out of frame here, but she should know what you're talking about because she's your best friend and you're sort of referencing over kind of deal, then that might make that line a little less awkward and fuel you a reason to get up and go move.
Okay.
Okay, let's try that.
Okay. So when should I actually, like, go and get it then?
Right then. Right at that spot, that stop point we hit. Now, because she goes, I don't really know what I'm looking at. Then you'd go out and grab the baby, bring it in, and sort of make that. And even before then, you could reference, like, the whole holding kind of idea, thinking that she should know what you're talking about. If you want, you just don't show the baby yet.
Okay.
Okay.
So, what do you think?
I think it's great. Really, really great.
I'm serious. I really want your honest opinion.
Honestly, I don't really know what I'm looking at.
It's not supposed to be something you look at. It's something that you know.
What?
Okay, good.
Well,
Let's try
come
this.
on.
So go ahead and leave, Brooke, before it's not something that you look at. Go ahead and stand up. Baby's already out.
Okay.
And you leave the frame
Okay.
all the way. And now say the line from out there.
Which one?
It's not really something you...
Oh, okay. It's not supposed to be something you look at. It's something that you know.
Okay,
What?
so let's go. Something that you... And then you get nothing from her. Go ahead, Brooke. Something that you...
It's something that you...
You can tell that you hear nothing and get nothing. Pop your head in. Just the head.
What?
Bring the baby out slowly.
Oh, come on. You know, something that you...
Okay, yeah, I'm lost. I have no idea what you're talking about.
You know, you got a lot of nerve.
I'm sorry, I really am. I'm not trying to offend you or anything. I guess I just need you to tell me what I'm supposed to do or say or feel or whatever.
Okay, good.
Like-
All right. I like it. The only difference is you can't pull the baby out from down here. 'Cause it's like, I mean, it was just like, it's like, hey, all right, you just, the baby. Like, you just kind of pulled it from like underneath, like, let me just one hand this thing, But the idea here now, what we're doing is we're just trying to find a way to justify a line here that doesn't quite fit.
Yeah.
And that was it, because again, you guys did so great. Now I'm looking and finding the little holes. I'm finding the little pieces that we can start to advance and move forward. And when you did that, it needs some work there. However, because of what we did, now all of a sudden it justifies her not understanding how to feel and deciding to get up because she doesn't know how to feel. I understand what this is. I understand what you want me to do, but I'm scared.
Okay.
Whereas before, straight up, it was just like, I don't know what a baby is. Okay? Good. All right. Good work, girl. So now I want you to take that, and I want you to start to apply that, whether it's this scene or any other, because you were right, Brooke. 2 weeks ago, you were like this. I can't remember if it was you or Andrea said, this is weird because the baby's right here.
Yeah.
So we fixed some other holes first that now allowed us to go back and figure out that that's something that needs fixing. So now we go through in any other scene, that's going to be the case, and we can find ways to adapt and change situations to make them make sense. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Good work.
Here's your little...
Woo! Moving on to Jenna and Nick.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hi there, Nick.
Hi, buddy.
Jenna, can you give me a sound test?
Hello.
All righty. So zone yourself in. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love the one. I love
Nick,
this.
you look like a gangster, bro.
He does. He totally looks like a gangster. Okay.
We're gonna try and go New York with it eventually, so
Eventually.
he's getting
Cool.
prepared.
We might even do it today. We'll see.
I don't know. Nick might have to brush up on his New York accent.
I know, right?
I don't think it's
No, I do. Jenna's got it down pat, but I'm a little rusty. So.
Oh, that's funny.
All right. Take it to the beginning whenever you're ready. Zone in.
It's really good to see you.
It's really good to see you, too. I'm actually kind of surprised you showed up.
Why would you be surprised? I told you I'd be here.
You know, when everything, I just figured, well, you know.
I understand. I mean, it is weird, but it'll be good to get closure. for both sides.
Wait, what?
What do you mean, what?
Nothing.
No, what? What did you think this talk was going to be about?
Well, I don't know. I thought we were going to work things out. Try again.
Try what out? You can't seriously think we're going to do this again. Were you awake during the last conversation we had?
Yeah, and I thought we had gotten past it.
You thought we had gotten past it? You mean gotten past the entire last year? You can't, serious.
Look, I know things have been really rocky and at times unstable, right, but I put that period of my life behind me. I don't hold on to things like you do.
Oh, thank you. I'm well aware of how speedy you are at moving on. No clarification needed there.
How many times do I have to apologize to you? I mean, how long? How long, Stephanie, are you going to hold this against me?
You're not understanding this, are you? We are never, under any circumstances, going to do this again. You threw any chance of that ever happening away when you did what you did.
I am not that person, right? I've grown and I've changed. I've really taken time to figure out what I want out of life.
We literally had this conversation a week ago. I thought we were on the same page.
I know, but I've transformed since then. Okay, I'd really like it if you reconsider.
I'm gonna stop you right there in the slight case that you may spew any more bullshit from your mouth. We don't even know what we're doing. How am I supposed to trust you?
I'm asking you, okay, to trust me now. You ready? Let's give this one more shot.
One more shot.
Scene. Guys, wow. Night and day. Night and day from last week. So tell me about, did you guys get together to rehearse this week?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
We kind of just worked the back and forth part over and over again until we felt more comfortable with it. And what else did we do, Nick?
We actually tried to fight with each other, just keep the energy,
Yeah.
And we discussed it.
And we also worked through lines that we felt awkward about, that we're getting in our heads about. So
tried to make it sound a little better, a little smoother, and just kind of worked on our chemistry as partners too a little bit.
Awesome. Well, all of that was felt tonight. Seriously. So there's some moments I want to break down, and honestly, the biggest note I have comes down to not emotion, not choices we're making, but some of the technical elements, specifically diction. Specifically using some of the words to our advantage within the fight that you guys created.
Okay.
So now we've earned this, right? Now we've gotten to a place where you're fighting and you're really getting into it. Now some of the, and this is how it works, some of the holes of other pieces are starting to come out and we're able to see them. So I want to work some of the diction with you guys, but I just loved it. I loved the choices you guys made, and I could totally feel the chemistry of the two characters, and I felt like I was in on your fight. We talked several weeks ago about the idea of what we want to do is make it feel like I stepped in on your Zoom call on accident. I felt that. I felt that. So now we're going to break down, go into your fight, and find some moments where we just can heighten the diction to get your point across even more, to jab at each other even more, because we've earned that. Okay?
Okay, wait, I actually wasn't sure if we were, with our scene, if we were going with a Zoom call or if we were still just doing face-to-face and just working the angle. So I started from behind, but should we just start face-to-face?
We can do that if you want.
Well, no,
honestly,
I don't.
I liked how it was set up. I imagined it as a Zoom call still.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So when you say started behind, show me what you mean.
Oh, I just meant, well, I mean, I guess I understand what you're saying now, but I just mean that I started from here. Because, like, our whole thought was that I'm meeting him where he works. So, but we could do Zoom instead. I mean, we've been kind of practicing it that way.
That's totally fine. So I guess what I was saying, it doesn't even need to be a Zoom call. So it could be in person. I felt like I stepped in on your fight and I wouldn't have been able to look away.
Okay.
So Zoom, real life, we've all been guilty. It's the freeway thing, right? There's an accident on the freeway and like one teeny tiny accident slows everybody down. Why? Because we can't help but stop and look.
Yeah.
Everyone stops and looks, which slows down the flow of traffic and makes everything go backwards. But really, it wasn't even people going slow. It wasn't this big holdup. It was just our human nature is we can't help but look. You created a fight in which I felt like it was so real that I wouldn't help but be able to look. Okay, so let's take it from the line where Nick said, where you tell Nick like closure. Okay.
Okay.
Great.
But it'll be good to get closure for both sides.
Wait, what?
What do you mean, what?
Nothing. Nothing.
Nothing, nothing. Say that for me, Nick.
Nothing. Nothing.
Nothing first. Hit nothing right at her.
Nothing.
Now walk off. Say it again.
No.
No, what?
You see? So
Yeah.
what was happening, Nick, in that specific line, and this is anytime, guys, any script that has 2 words that are the same in a row or 3 in a row, there's a purpose for it. And you have to find it. So to go nothing, nothing doesn't work. To go nothing, space, find a reason, nothing. It has to be different. The 2 nothings have to sound different, act different. When they did, it affected Jenna more, and now she had a reason to go, no, what? Right? Okay, let's take it from the nothing.
Nothing. Nothing.
No, what? What did you think this talk was going to be about?
Oh, I don't know. I thought we were gonna work things out, you know? Try again.
Did you hear that that's another one?
See, that's something I'm doing though. With like, I think I'm doing some improv. It just feels natural to me to say something like that in that way. So I think that's kind of a habit I have.
Okay, well, we're actually going to move into possibly, if we stick with this script, definitely changing it up in those ways and letting you do that. So that's fine. I want you to then, it's a good choice, slow it down. Change it. The 2 I don't knows can't sound the same. So I like the ad. Let's use it. Let's go from the first I don't know.
Well, I don't know. I thought we were going to work things out. You know, try again.
Good. Too
Try.
fast. I thought we were going to work things out. You know, try again. Whatever. Like, really slow down your diction here, Nick.
I thought we were going to work things out. You know, try again.
Try what out? You can't seriously think we're going to do this again.
Slow that down even more, Jenna. Each word matters. How can you use each word to jab at him and to get what you want?
Try what out?
Slower.
Try what out? You can't seriously think we're going to do this again. Were you awake during the last conversation we had?
Yeah, and I thought we had gotten over it.
Slow that down, Nick, but keep the energy.
Yeah, but I thought we had gotten past it.
You thought we had gotten past it. You mean gotten past the entire last year?
Great. Love the energy, Jenna. Even slower. Keep changing it up on each word.
You can't be serious.
Let's go back from gotten past it. Throw that at her, Nick.
I thought we had gotten past it.
Slow it down, Nick. Gotten past it. It's like slow.
I thought we had gotten past it.
You thought we had gotten past it. You mean gotten past the entire last year?
Good, but Jenna, you need to slow down the first past it because he did.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, okay, go back, Nick. Slow again. That was fantastic.
I thought we had gotten past it.
You thought we had gotten past it. You mean gotten past the entire last year? You can't be serious.
My brain just melted. Can we go back?
Nick, you just brought great joy to the studio, Nick. Great laughter. Dakota, you cannot miss that. They don't even have a mic, and I'm pretty sure you can hear it pretty dang loudly.
This is why you are a great improviser, Nick.
So, dude, amazing. Can you guys feel the change?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what I want you to realize. This isn't just this scene. For the whole class, this is every scene you ever do. The writer put in all these words, and especially in a fight scene. Each one has a specific purpose that you're going to use to manipulate and get what you want. So when you slowed that down, Nick, when you slowed down that last line, the get past it, it now gave Jenna a full reason to just get furious with you. And it gave her a reason to slow down and go, get past it? To make fun of almost the way that you said that. If we rush and just are angry and go right through the line and fly through the line, we miss that. We miss all those little tools that you could have used to jab at each other and to build the emotions off of one another. So as we move forward this scene or any other, I want you to realize this. Every single word has the potential to be used in this way. And it's your responsibility to have the technical element to go back and slow the diction down so much that you can find those things, okay? Guys, awesome work tonight. Again, I could not be more proud of the growth. Great job.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, that's everybody, correct, Joey?
Yeah, I believe I just hit the admit all button.
All right, let's bring them all
That's
in.
really what I'm here for.
Joey, you're here for so much. It's weird because he's up there, but Joey, you're here for so much.
I have my mic on now. You could just
okay. I
speak
did
to
not
me.
have to shout. That is uncomfortable. Awkward. Kim's like, Brian, what are you doing?
So I muted everybody to make sure that all their lives are off.
Okay, let's turn off all those lives. Joey's got you on mute for a quick second, and then we're going to bring you all back in. We're going to talk through the scenes and work through a couple moments together. Boop.
Hey, Brian, knock, knock.
Who's there?
Dakota.
Dakota who?
Dakota George is in the bay with me.
Dakota George is in the bay with you. Who?
Hi, buddy.
Guys, Dakota works here now. So that's
Guys, I'm not alone anymore.
If you didn't know that, Dakota just started interning and working with us, so it's pretty sweet.
I'm going to give you your own round of applause, buddy.
Hey. All right, can you unmute them now, please?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Awesome.
I love you, Nick.
You my boy, Nick.
Love you, Dakota.
You my boy. All right, who can name this movie before we go? Ready? You my boy, Blue. You my boy.
The Water Boy.
No. Old school.
Oh.
Old school.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a great movie. Okay. All right, so let's go through some of these. I want to hear from you guys. Okay? So I'm just going to bounce around. I want to hear what you took out of tonight so that we can learn from one another and our audience watching can learn from us. So I'll call on each of you and just let us know what you took out of tonight. So I'll start off. Let's start with Kim. What did you take out of tonight?
Um, I've just with what we were doing, trying to, build energy but like, you don't necessarily have to be really energetic to have energy. So I'm going to try to work on that a little bit more this week.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, Brooke. Hello? Brooke is muted. Can you unmute yourself? No? Are you messing with me, Brooke? I swear if you're messing with me, it's not cool. Brooke, say hello. Yeah, she's... Brooke, you gotta unmute yourself. It's not letting us do it. So let's see if you can do it.
I mean, she's also not Brooke. She's Captain in Zoom.
Ah, you changed the name to Captain. I like that.
Are you messing with me, Brooke? I swear if you're messing with me. Yeah.
All right, we'll come back to you, Brooke. Okay, hopefully we can unmute, fix that situation. Jumping over to Nick. Yeah, Brooke, dip out and come back. Did you do it already? Smart. All right, Nick, what'd you take out of tonight?
So for me, I haven't really been practicing going through the lines at random points. And I think that's where I kind of ran into that point where I said my brain melted because I wasn't really used to doing it. I need to work on that.
I will come back to you, Brooke. Okay, hopefully we can...
Sorry, go ahead, Nick.
Oh, okay. Did you hear what I said or no?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I didn't know if you had anything else.
Oh, no, that was it.
Okay, great. So, moving forward now, any rehearsal from now on, this is a great thing to do. Especially because we get to a certain place and it's like, oh yeah, I'm totally memorized, right? No matter where you're at on your memorization, this is everybody, monologue, whatever. You want to continue that memorization and continue to challenge yourself and test yourself. So that's so great, Nick. An awesome test that any of us can do at any point is just pick a random spot, have somebody working with you, can be on a phone call or can be in person, and they just have to call out random points throughout the scene, and you've got to be able to pick up on your cue right away. So if you can get it to that place, that just levels you up again so that you're not even going to have to think about it no matter what gets thrown your way. If a line gets jumped where you go 2 ahead, you'll know exactly where you are and it won't throw you. It's an awesome exercise, and I'm so glad that ended up happening tonight. Cool. All right, let's jump over to Andrea.
For me and Brooke, when we were working on it and rehearsing it, we were really struggling. Like, we were struggling to make the beginning of the scene flow because it was really awkward. And we never really thought to, like, change the blocking to make it better. So that really helped, like, at least that helped me to, like, make my lines sound a little bit more natural. So it didn't just sound like I didn't know what a baby was. Like, it was like I was coming from, like, a genuine place.
Sure, that's awesome. And know that moving forward, if we have a scene like this that we're creating, you'll be able to do some rewrites, some edits, kind of like Nick did a little bit in his scene, if that's what we do, if we continue this scene, okay?
Okay.
Awesome. All right, let's jump over to Jenna.
My biggest takeaway for my scene with Jonathan is how much intentional movement can help give more structure where I feel like we were lacking. And with Nick, it's the slowing down in diction. I want to keep working on that because that was fun.
Awesome. Okay, great. Let's jump over to Jonathan. Jonathan, what'd you get at tonight? You got to unmute yourself, Jonathan.
There we go.
Pretty much the same thing. Intentional movement is the key to making it a little bit better than it actually was before, because before I wasn't moving at all. So it's kind of like, just moving intentionally is a good thing instead of just staying still.
Absolutely, Jonathan. And remember, you have your own ways that you can do that.
Yeah.
So and this is anybody, it gets so easy to get stuck in that one spot.
Right.
We talk about this a lot on the improv stage. Like, once you start talking and we have lines, for some reason we just get frozen.
Yeah.
And that's just not how we move. So think about you, like, it could be anything. And I know you've got somebody helping you with your phone and your movement, but like
Yeah.
you can move your chair around. You could go
Yeah.
to a different spot. Like there's so much you could still do within this scene if you practice and work through some of that stuff.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, great. Captain, what'd you learn? Do you have a voice for Captain? Does Captain have like a dog voice or no?
He does.
Okay, so what did Captain learn? Let's hear the dog voice. What did Captain learn? This isn't what Brooke learned. This is what Captain learned.
Okay, hold on.
Well, obviously we have to
can't do
see.
it.
Well, poor Captain. Let's see. Captain would like to share what Captain learned.
We have a voice for
Captain's
Champ.
sleeping.
Doesn't look like Captain's sleeping.
Captain's sleeping.
All right, fine. I'll let you out of it, Brooke. But know that that's going to happen at some point. So what did you learn?
To kind of like add on to what Andrea said, a little bit about the blocking, but also I feel like I'm learning a little bit more now about just how like significant like each line really is. Cause like a lot of the times you'll like go and say it and you're like going back and forth in the conversation, but it's like there's so much like meaning and like the why and like, you know, the motive behind every single thing. So I think I'm learning to take that more into consideration now, like when delivering lines.
That's so awesome. Great. V, did we go to you yet?
No.
Okay, what'd you take out of today?
Definitely explore more. I feel like I got stuck with like one way of doing my script because I felt like that was good. So definitely try to explore more options.
Awesome. Let's take that phrasing. This is something that Matt deals with us as a team continuously. And honestly, it can be frustrating. So I'll just speak into that from a person who's continuing to work on it. As our team, we're always striving to be better, to make things great. And when it's good, it's still not good enough. When it's great, it's still not great enough. So realize, V, and you're so right, it was good. It was good. And as you keep growing as an actress, as a person, the hardest thing to do is go, even though it's good, how could it have been better? How could I keep growing? Never, ever do we want to go, oh, that was a good choice. I'm going to stick to that one now. Like, now that it's done, how can I take that and bring it to a whole new level, affect my scene partner in a whole new way? And in life, same idea. You know, you'll do something and it's really good. How can I celebrate it for a second? Because yes, I did well, but then how can I grow as a person and take it next level?
And I'm going to give a subtle plug here.
Yeah, Joe.
We talked about this specific thing on Mornings with Matt this morning, and in my opinion, it was one of the best episodes. So definitely go watch that.
Was it one of the best because you were throwing the football?
No, I'm not saying it because of that. For me personally, yes. Anytime I catch a football, I'm going to be over the moon.
Of course. No, but really, so check that out. Definitely check out that episode. And it's good. It was Joey. We dealt with casting too, right?
Yeah. So it was about casting. It was about dealing with scene partner, and it was about that whole idea of creating new choices and not limiting yourself by saying you did your best, because that's a limiting belief. Because if you did your best, you have nowhere to go.
Absolutely. Cool. Thank you, Joey, for that plug.
You're welcome.
Did we all inside of here give our whys yet? Because it shifted around. We did. Okay. Dakota, I know you're up there. Right? Is he still up there?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Come down here real quick.
You're taking away my only
Yeah,
friend.
I'm taking away your only friend.
Yeah, what's up?
What'd you take? Sit.
What did I take?
Yeah.
From this?
Yeah.
You know, he could have really just set it up here on this mic.
No, it's for the bit now, Joey. Hi.
The frame doesn't even fit him.
It was interesting to go back into regular, like, in person, because the connection is just so much stronger now. You really connect as much as you can on camera, and you can connect on camera, like on a Zoom call or something to that effect. But in person, it's so much, like, easier to connect with someone, and it's so easier to really feed off their energy, and you're able to just move around a little bit better. So it's really good. Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing, man.
Yeah. I miss you guys.
Missed you too, man.
Thanks for listening to
Don't
Mornings
fall.
with Matt.
Okay, guys, again, everybody, great work tonight. Super awesome. So here's how the scene progression is going to look like, okay? It's up to you. So I want you guys to reach out. Let's start off with this. I'm going to take a couple notes on this. You can cut the live there, Joe. We'll go in.
Copy that. Cutting the live.
Cutting the live. Joe's cutting the live. Who is planning on, I'm just going to take note of it now, who is coming back in person? Let's see some hands. Who's coming back?
Joey and Dakota